Thank you for your interest in learning a little bit more about Drawing 2 and Drawing 3. This short video will answer some questions about why to take an art class, what you're going to learn, how you're going to learn it, and the kind of things that you're going to be making in this class. Drawing 2 and Drawing 3 are two very different classes. However, the classroom environment is very similar. I'm going to share with you some reasons to take Drawing 2 and eventually Drawing 3. First of all, you're going to be in a very different learning environment than you're used to. It's not a traditional classroom setting, but rather a studio setting. You'll also be given the opportunity to develop your existing skills and make them better. You're going to be doing this through learning new methods of expressing your ideas through various media and techniques. You'll also be given the opportunity to visually and verbally communicate these different ideas. Everything is done within a safe and supportive environment where your ideas are valued and encouraged, where the expression of these ideas is strongly encouraged and respected. As we all know, trial and error does lead to growth, and art is all about trial and error. Art is about taking risks and learning from those risks, learning to be fearless. This class also is going to help you with other classes by helping you learn how to set goals as well as to manage your time. Through this class, we also provide a lot of unique experiences such as art shows and field trips that you're not going to get in other classes. So what's the difference between Drawing 2 and Drawing 3? Well, first of all, the prerequisite for Drawing 2 is Drawing and Painting 1. And the prerequisite for Drawing 3 is Drawing 2. So that makes Drawing 2 an intermediate level art course, whereas Drawing 3 is an advanced level art course. In both of these classes, students are going to be exploring traditional and innovative drawing techniques, as well as subject matter and materials. However, in Drawing 3, we're going to be working on developing and exploring a series of work around an idea or ideas that the student generates themselves. Of course, with help and feedback from the instructor as well as their peers. So what kind of things are you going to be learning in these classes? Both classes are going to teach you about composition, but in a more complex manner. We're going to be giving you more opportunities and more methods to be able to arrange your artwork and your ideas. We also focus on technical skill and mark making, where we take existing skills that you have and start to introduce new materials, new methods, new expressive ways to convey ideas and creative ways to use these materials. We also work on developing ideas. Again, it isn't about the instructor telling you, here, do this, but rather posing a question, posing a challenge for you to resolve and explore. We also introduce more color theory, because color is very complex and artists use it in a very masterful manner. So as we start to get into these courses, we're going to teach you the power of color. We also get into art criticism a little bit more. Criticism isn't about just finding what's bad with the artwork, but rather what's working. How could it work better? That's a lot to take in. So how are you going to learn all these things in one semester? We learn all these things through large and small group instruction and discussion, where it isn't just the instructor teaching, but rather students help each other and students learn from students. We also take time to provide individual skill development. We meet you where you're at and help you grow and reach your goals. And of course, we're going to be doing this through our production and critiques. So it isn't just about looking at and listening to us talk about artwork, but rather it's you making work, you reflecting on your own work and making things better while providing feedback to others. At the end, you have a portfolio that's being developed throughout the entire semester, which will demonstrate your growth in various different facets of the art making process. So here's some examples of some Drawing 2 student work. Now don't get intimidated by this work. These students have been through a lot, and at the very beginning of the semester, they didn't think they were going to be able to create the work that they created. But they gave it a shot. They tried. They learned. They made mistakes. They fixed them. They tried. They learned again. So again, don't be intimidated by this work. These students didn't think they'd be able to make the work that they produced here. Same thing with Drawing 3. Here you'll notice that now the artwork starts to take on a very different feel. It isn't just about communicating what the object is, but rather there starts to be an idea behind these. And that's where Drawing 3 starts to set itself apart from Drawing 2. If you're interested in a career in art or studying art in college, such as in animation, illustration, graphic design, architecture design, entertainment design, and web design, these classes are for you. We specifically build a curriculum to start teaching skills, techniques, methodologies, and ideation skills that are needed to succeed in these creative fields. That's it for us. Thank you so much again for taking the time to watch this video and for your interest in Drawing 2 and Drawing 3. If you have any questions at all, please don't hesitate to contact the Lake Park High School Art Department. Thank you very much for visiting.